And a very warm welcome, driver ratings for the Zandvoort Grand Prix. All 20 drivers covered, including Robert Kubica, as we rate their weekend out of 10. A special weekend for the home favourite, as Max utterly dominated the weekend, was never really in doubt, got to turn one first, dominated. Let's jump into the drivers. Now, as usual, we give a detailed description of why we give that rating, and of course, it's fair, in my view. I don't try to be biased. We start with Gasly, 10. Absolutely 10. P4 quali, P4 in the race, outstanding. And he's really pushing for that Red Bull seat, even though they've announced Perez. Gasly, wow. He can't do any more than he's doing. He's not just beat Tsunoda, he's absolutely dismantled him. What a weekend for Gasly. Was my race star. Yeah, just outstanding. And we go to Monza next, where he won last year. Yuki Tsunoda won. The first time he was at Zandvoort, 2 minutes into the weekend, he had a spin, miles off Gasly. And he needs to start showing us something, because I'm not seeing enough from Tsunoda. Terrible weekend all round. Outdone by Gasly. And yeah, he retired in the race due to no power. Giovinazzi, 8. Now, I give him 8. Sensational qualifying lap. Qualifying star. Best lap he's ever done in Formula 1, P7. But in the race, he was running in the points. Then he got a puncture. He ends up finishing 14th. And he was the team leader with Kimi Raikkonen being out. Great lap by Giovinazzi. And his home race next. Kimi Raikkonen, 5. Now, I just give him a standard 5. Kimi, he announced his retirement before coming into the weekend. And then he picked up COVID. So he had to sit out. We wish him the best. Now we jump into Robert Kubica, and I give him 10. I thought he was exceptional. To have one practice session, straight into qualifying, straight into the race, thrown in at the deep end, I thought Robert Kubica deserves 10. Quali P18, he finished ahead of both Hasses. P15 in the race, no mistakes. Yeah, I thought he did a solid job, and who knows whether he'll be in for Monza. Carlos Sainz, 5. So Carlos Sainz had a big crash in practice 3. His mechanics did an amazing job to get him in quali. He qualified P6, almost beat Leclerc, and then he finished P7 in the race, passed by Alonso late on. 0 to hero for Sainz. Good recovery, but yeah, I would only give him 5 because the crash. Charles Leclerc, 10. Fastest in FP2. P5 quali, P5 the race. Probably a very boring race for Leclerc. No mistakes, and he beat Carlos comfortably. Max, 10. 23 years of age. The country, the pressure, and he delivers. 70,000. Home race, home track. The pressure's on, and he delivers. Dominates. Pole position, race win, led start to finish. Now leads the title. Just 10. Perfect by Max. Sergio Perez, 5. Absolutely 5. He had an amazing race, but let's not forget, Sergio Perez has got to be 4th at worst. You cannot have a go at Albon and Gasly without having a go at Perez. He qualifies 16th. Disastrous. Didn't get a lap. Everyone else improved. But in the race, he was sensational, passing everyone left, right, and centre. Finished P8. P8. And but he's gone from 0 to hero. He can't be qualifying 16th in a Red Bull when you got the fastest car. Valtteri Bottas, 8. Practice, he was amazing, but then he got beat in qualifying. Early on in the race, he didn't have the pace. Then he stayed out, trying to hold up Max. Max got past him, moves over. I mean, we know Valtteri Bottas is not a Mercedes driver for 22, but he still played the team game. I just can't believe it. He really lacked pace compared to Hamilton and Max. Lewis Hamilton, 8. Fastest in practice 1. He missed the whole of practice 2 with a loss of power. He nearly got pole position, which was a big shock after Max had a DRS glitch. He got the fastest lap, finished second, but loses the title lead. And he was very whiny on the radio, as we see quite a lot with Hamilton. George Russell. Now, everyone who says I'm a George Russell lover and I'm biased towards him, George Russell won. Absolutely won. P11, but he made a rare mistake. Crashed the car, managed to get it out the gravel trap. He touched the curb, his mistake. And then, lowest mark I've ever given him. And he got pit lanes, speeding in the pit lane, 5-second penalty. So, yeah, I give him 1. And he went in the pits a few times, retired late on. I think he was classified, though, in 17th. Latifi won a big crash in quali, brought out the red flag, touched the white line. That ruined his weekend. Finished P16. Sebastian Vettel won. Just poor. Straight away, he has car issues, engine failure practice 1. Then he gets blocked massively in qualifying. Not his fault. But then in the race, he spins again. Another spin by Vettel. P13 in the race. I thought he had a terrible weekend. Lance Stroll, 5. P12 in quali, P12 in the race. Stuck behind George Russell for most of the race. Average by Stroll. Nikita Mazepin, 1. Spin in practice 2, gets stuck in the gravel. He blocked Vettel in qualifying. And then unbelievable dangerous driving on Mick Schumacher. Yeah, I don't know what it is with Mazepin. Crazy. I'm shocked he didn't get a penalty for blocking Vettel. Mick Schumacher won. Now it seems like Mick Schumacher disobeyed the team protocol, and that's why I give him 1. Now it's unclear who, in the team, Mick Schumacher will go first in qualifying at Imola. Mazepin's turn was this weekend at Zandvoort, and it looks like Mick went ahead of him. So, he's ignored team protocol. And, he had to change his wing in the race, and then he's running around in last. Lando Norris, 5. Qualifying was a disaster. The race was good as he finished P10. Had contact with Sergio Perez as well. Daniel Ricciardo, 5. Role reversal with the McLaren guys. Norris had a bad quali, good race. Ricciardo had a good quali, P10. Out-qualified Norris, but in the race he was P11. Ocon, 8. Nearly had contact with Norris in one of the practice sessions. He qualified 8th, finished 9th, all over Fernando Alonso for the whole race, but he ended up finishing 9th, which is not great. Fernando Alonso, 9. Very strong in the practice sessions. P9 in quali, which I was a bit shocked because I thought he should have been P6. He passed Sainz late on, and we're seeing the old Alonso. It's amazing to see. He finished P6. So there we have it. Zandvoort weekend done. We're going to have a Zandvoort video tomorrow, just reflecting on the weekend as a whole. But the support's been amazing. The videos hitting so many views. Preview, track guide, practices, quali, race, driver ratings. Yeah. Comment down below your thoughts. Of course, we give a detailed analysis of that rating. And comment down below your thoughts. Zandvoort, we'll reflect on that tomorrow. Was it a success or a failure? And then we go on to Monza. An utter dominant win by the Dutch sensation, Max. Wow. Thanks for watching. Adios.